Hey Pisces, this is your guys' read for Tuesday. Let's see what the universe has in store for you guys today. Alrighty, universe. So what messages do you have for Pisces? You got some guidance, some advice, maybe some wisdom. What do you got to say to Pisces today? Whoa. That one wants to come out too. So let's see what she's got for you guys. I have shadow, foundation and achievements, trapped in fear, the third eye chakra, which represents sort of your intuition, and the authority card. So I almost feel like we're talking about taking control of our life and controlling the direction that the way our life is going, instead of letting fear keep us down and hold us back. I have solitude, spiritual union, new beginnings, love begins, and movement, choices, decisions. So I feel like there's a new relationship coming down the pipe if we haven't started one already. I feel like the shadow speaks of the past. That's the vibe that I get off of that card. And the trapped in fear. So I feel like we're letting the fear of past events sort of repeating themselves, maybe hold us back from really connecting with this new person and allowing us to have that deep emotional connection and build a loving relationship. And I feel like the Five of Cups talks about that as well. Sort of being stuck in hurts from the past, so much so that you have trouble seeing the positive around you or positive opportunities. I have the Moon card as well. I feel like the Moon card, I feel like it ties in with the third eye chakra. Sort of finding those inner truths and trusting your intuition, and doing that healing and moving forward. I have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles can represent an even give and take. I feel like you gave a lot, and a lot was taken from you in the last relationship or past relationships. And that's why you're having trouble and you're feeling stuck. Moving forward, having trouble trusting and having trouble sort of giving your heart, giving it your all. I have the Page of Cups, which represents good news coming your way and usually of an emotional nature, so I feel like it ties in with this new relationship, this new beginning. I also have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands represents triumph over obstacles and challenges. So I feel like you're going to be able to conquer these feelings, to be able to move forward here. I have the Five of Wands. I feel like this is speaking to an old relationship of a lot of bickering. I feel like it also speaks to an inner turmoil in you and whether or not to trust somebody. I feel like I have the King of Cups, and I just feel very emotional coming off of him, and like a vulnerability. So I think some of those wounds are still a little bit more raw than you'd like to admit, even to yourself. And I think that's also why you hold yourself back and build up a wall, because you don't like feeling vulnerable, because when you did let yourself be vulnerable, it backfired and it bit you in the arse, and you got your heart broken. I have the Justice card here, and to me she represents balanced scales. So being able to trust that even give and take that I think you're going to get from this new person. I think you're going to be rewarded quite quickly, because I have the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles represents seeing the fruits of your labor. So I think as you slowly sort of take a bit of a leap of faith and give some trust, I think it's going to be rewarded right away. It's going to make you want to trust more and open up more, and it's going to be rewarded again. And I think it's just going to keep going until you get the Nine of Pentacles here, which is abundance and happiness. So the card that fell out in the line here was the Queen of Pentacles. So she tends to be generous. She tends to be a giver. I feel like that speaks to you in your past relationships, that you really, really gave all of yourself. I have the King of Swords here, and he feels very cool and very detached. And like he really didn't care, and I think that's how you felt too. You just didn't matter. Now I also have the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords tends to represent a disappointing ending, but one that was beneficial for you in the long run. So I think it speaks to this this other relationship that you had in the past, where you gave and someone just took. I think it did make you angry and bitter, though. So I have the Queen of Wands, and those are the words that I get with her. Sometimes when I get court cards like this, it can represent a third party. I don't get that vibe here. I get angry and bitter. Those are the words that I get from the Queen of Wands. So I think he soured you some, this King of Swords. I have the Strength card, and to me the Strength card represents you having the inner strength to be able to let this situation go, wipe the slate clean, and start fresh with this new person. I feel like that's what this line is speaking to as well. I feel like the relationship with this other person, this King of Swords, I feel like it was superficial. Feel like to that person it was all about sex and getting what they wanted, and it just left you feeling empty and used. And also that sort of goes towards that bitterness and being angry. And I have the Tower card, and the Tower card represents something coming to a disappointing ending. So I'm not sure that you actually broke up with them. I think they might have stepped away. And that's also why it felt so bad, because not only were you not getting what you needed, it left you feeling used at the end of it all. I have the Four of Swords. To me, the Four of Swords represents taking time out for self-care and for healing. There's definitely a lot of wounds that go along with this. And then I have the Death card, and the Death card represents transition. So closing the door on one chapter of your life and beginning a new one. And I think that's what this new relationship is. And then I have the Six of Swords, and to me the Six of Swords also talks about romance and relationships and moving from stormy waters to calmer ones, because I think this King of Swords was stormy. Those were stormy waters. But your calmer ones are definitely going to come with this new person. So I have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords can represent a situation where you felt like something was taken from you unfairly, or you were treated unfairly. And I think it also represents this past relationship, this King of Swords. I have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords can represent feeling overburdened, overwhelmed, trapped, stuck in negative emotions. I think they're overwhelming at times, and they leave you feeling, they do leave you feeling sort of stuck in that mindset. I also have the Chariot, and the Chariot can represent positive movement forward. So to me, I got it on top of the Four of Swords, which represents sort of that self-care and healing. So it's encouragement for you to keep working on this healing process from this relationship so that you can move forward. Separating yourself from this old heartbreak, not letting it drag you down, and keep you from this new journey that's ahead of you. Because I think that's what this new person is. This is a new beginning. This is a new journey. This is opportunity, is what it is. Opportunity for abundance, emotional abundance, and abundance in the home life as well. So I have the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords can usually speak of a warning about selfish or short-won victories. To me in this read, it represents this person from the past and your feeling of unfairness and being able to let go of it. And I think if you do that, you're setting the groundwork for an abundant harvest on a personal and romantic level. So I have the Three of Cups as well. And the Three of Cups represents happiness and celebration. So I feel like that's what you're going to be doing if you're able to separate yourself from the past. You're able to heal those wounds, move forward, give this new person a chance. I think you'll see that they're trustworthy. I think they have a lot of potential. I think the relationship has a lot of potential. I think you're going to find a lot of happiness that you definitely didn't find in the past with this King of Swords. Alrighty guys, that's what these cards are saying to me today. I hope you enjoyed the read. Take care.